In this video, I'll be discussing the best places to visit in the Lake of Constance region. The Lake of Constance is also known as the Bodensee in German. The Bodensee region is a region that is really enchanting. There's a lot to do and it makes a great place to take a vacation to. There's a lot of restaurants, lots of wine, beer gardens. It's a great place for outdoor enthusiasts. You can do a lot of biking. It's a great starting point if you're interested in going to the Alps, into the mountains. You can even take a ride in the Zeppelin for a few €100 if you have that kind of money. Fortunately, I don't, so I've never done that. The Bodensee region is really idyllic. The countryside there is surrounded by farms, lots of rolling hills. It's really just visually beautiful. In addition to that, there's lots of historic old towns that you can explore. One of the things that makes this a really special area is just the fact that the Lake of Constance is a lake that connects 3 different countries. Germany, Austria, and Switzerland all have a part of the lake. And so you can take a boat from Germany to Switzerland or from Austria to Germany, something that makes it just a fun place to visit, the fact that there's these different countries there. You can hear the different German dialects when you travel from country to country. The lake itself is the 3rd largest in Central Europe. When you're on the German side of the lake, it's really beautiful because you have this view of the Alps on a good day, and it's just really beautiful to see the lake, the water, and then on the other side of it to see these magnificent mountains. This is what one of the main attractions of the region is just the pure, raw, natural beauty of it. Whether it's the rolling hills and the forests there to the mountains, it's just a great place if you are a nature lover. There's a lot of opportunities for hiking. You can hike around the lake and get a view of that. You can also get into the mountains quickly and take a hike in the mountains. Same goes for biking. One of the things you can do is bike all around the lake. You bike from city to city and spend your nights there along the lake. This is not something I've done, but I think this would be a really great vacation. Pack up your bike and just enjoy the scenery of biking through the countryside to these different old towns, and then spend the night there, and the next day do the same thing and just go all along the lake. So there's also opportunity for a lot of different water sports. You can go swimming in the lake, you can go sailing, stand-up paddling, windsurfing. So there's so many different opportunities. If you're a sporty person, there's a lot of things you can be doing there, but you don't have to be sporty. You can just be a nature lover and just enjoy the outdoors and the views. The Lake of Constance, the Bodensee, is surrounded by charming towns and villages, and each has its own unique character and attractions there. And in this video, I'll be recommending some of the best places to visit. Lindau is a German town located close to the Austrian border. What makes Lindau special is the fact that it is an island. The Altstadt, the old town of Lindau, is on an island and you have to cross a bridge to get to it. There's a number of charming streets, squares, different buildings to walk around and admire. Of course, you can walk along the water, go swimming, enjoy the views. I just think the fact that it's an island makes it something really fun and special. One of the best cities to visit is Constance, which is, of course, what the Lake of Constance is named after. Constance is a town that is on the German side of the lake, but right along the Swiss border. It has a really beautiful old town. There's a university there. And if you're a cheesy tourist like I am, you can walk across the border into Switzerland and just marvel at the fact that it is so easy to go into a different country. The old town in Constance is really great, really fun to walk around. There's a lot of different shops and restaurants you can try out. There's also a promenade along the water. You can go swimming there if you want, or you can just walk along lakeside and enjoy the views. Constance is a great city to visit. Another great city to visit, this time located in Austria, is Bregenz. Bregenz also has a number of museums and galleries to visit, along with a really picturesque harbor, places to walk along lakeside. Bregenz is known for its stunning theater. It has a floating stage on top of the lake. This is something that is really special and unique. There's a number of performances there throughout the year. I've seen an opera there and it was really special. I don't know if there's another stage like this in the world. It's something incredibly unique and special to do, and people have come from all over the world to see an opera taking place here. The time that I went, it was really cool and just really made use of the lake at different points. Some of the characters were diving into the water, and then they had this sort of hot air balloon that rose really high up into the air, and this is just not something that you would be able to see at a normal stage. Then of course you get to enjoy the sunset and the views of the lake as along with the opera. Regensburg is another town that I would highly recommend going to. So this is on the north shore of the lake in Germany. I would recommend going to Regensburg via boat. There are of course different ways you can arrive there, but it is especially fun if you're arriving on boat, because as you pull up you can see up the hillside and you see the Altstadt at the bottom, old castle, and then the newer palace. It is just so striking visually, and I think if you're approaching it from the water you just got such a different view and feeling than if you were to arrive to the city via a different mode of transportation. I just think the view from the water is something that's really special. It is famous for its really beautiful castle, which dates back to the 7th century. You can take tours of the castle, learn a lot about the history. It's also home to an Altstadt and also has a lot of charming streets and squares. So another point of attraction that I want to point out is the Faubauten. This isn't a town or city, but it is an outdoor museum that is built to show the way that the people lived here during, I think it is the Stone Age. And what's really cool is the different houses there were built on kind of stilts, like above the water. It's really interesting to learn about, how people lived here in this region thousands of years ago and see this type of architecture and learn about their lives. Take a break from the medieval architecture and history and kind of switch for something really different. At the Faubauten, it's a fun place to walk through and learn about that. I would recommend going. One of the best ways to get around the Bodensee is via boat. All of these different cities that I've mentioned, from Lindau, Regensburg, Constance, Bregenz, you can get to via boat. There's little ferries that can take you from city to city. There's a number of other cities that I haven't mentioned as well. Being a tourist, it's really fun to take a boat from one city to the next city and to get off and enjoy that city and walk around and then take your boat back, go to a new city. If you're visiting the Bodensee, I would highly recommend taking at least one day where you go onto a boat ride and take a boat ride somewhere. You can get really great views of the lake, and it's fun to see the towns and the countryside from the lake. Just having that different perspective is something that's unique and fun. Overall, the Bodensee is a stunning region that offers something for everyone, I think. Whether you're interested in history, culture, or you simply want to relax and enjoy the natural beauty of the area, there will be plenty of amazing locations that you can visit around the lake. This is a great place to visit and spend your vacation there. Let me know in the comments if you would ever like to go to the Bodensee and what you would like to do there, or if you've already have gone, what would you recommend doing there? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon in my next video. Ciao!